Imagine discovering an ancient letter that claims to give us a glimpse into the past. A letter that describes, in surprising detail, the physical appearance of Jesus Christ. Now, what if I told you that such a letter exists and first made waves in Italy during the 15th century? This isn't fiction or a forgotten legend. It's the Letter of Lentulus, said to be written by a Roman official who supposedly lived during the time of Jesus. Before we dive in, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you, and we'd love to have you join our community. Now, let's get started. Pause for a moment and consider that a Roman official, someone who might have seen Jesus and observed his ministry firsthand, reportedly wrote this letter. Throughout history, people have often wondered about what Jesus looked like. Artists, scholars, and theologians have shaped the popular images we see today in art, sculptures, and films. But the Letter of Lentulus claims to bypass these layers of interpretation, offering what it calls an authentic description of Christ. Now imagine the question, could this be the closest description of Jesus we have? If the letter is genuine, then it could be a first-hand account from someone who lived during Christ's time, offering a rare, direct glimpse into what he may have looked like. This letter paints an image that goes beyond the brief descriptions we sometimes hear about Jesus. In Isaiah, the Bible says, "He had no form or majesty that we should look at him." But this letter adds detail to that picture, claiming to describe Jesus' hair, eyes, skin tone, and even the way he carried himself. As fascinating as this letter may seem, we have to wonder, can it truly unlock the real image of Jesus? Or is it simply a legend that has captivated imaginations over time? Now, I understand that this could challenge some of the ways you've imagined Jesus. We've become so used to certain portrayals, whether it's the long-haired, fair-skinned figure in Renaissance paintings, or the darker, more rugged image some scholars suggest. But the description we're about to look at may surprise you. Many have taken it as the most direct portrayal of Jesus, yet it remains surrounded by mystery and debate. As we explore the contents of the letter, remember that this isn't just some forgotten piece of history. The Letter of Lentulus has influenced how millions have pictured Jesus for centuries. The religious art we see in grand cathedrals, in stained glass windows, and in paintings may all be touched in some way by this letter. Now, let's get into it. Here's how Jesus is described in the letter. Lentulus, governor of Jerusalem, to the Roman Senate and people, greetings. In our time, there has appeared and still lives a man of remarkable power and virtue named Jesus Christ. The people call him the prophet of truth, while his disciples refer to him as the Son of God. He performs miracles, raising the dead and healing the sick. He is of medium stature, remarkable yet modest in appearance. His presence commands respect, inspiring both reverence and love in those who see him. His hair is the color of ripe hazelnut, straight above the ears, but below them wavy and curling, with a luminous, bluish sheen that flows over his shoulders. It is parted at the top, following the custom of the Nazarene. His brow is smooth and joyful, his face clear and free from blemish, with a warm, slightly reddish complexion. His nose and mouth are perfectly formed. His beard, like his hair, is abundant and slightly parted at the chin. His expression is calm and mature, and his eyes are bright and changeable, reflecting a gentle yet intense spirit. When he reprimands, he is firm. In his encouragement, he is gentle and kind. He is joyful but carries himself with grace and dignity. Though he is never known to laugh, he often weeps. His posture is upright, his hands and arms finely shaped. His words are thoughtful, brief, and modest. Indeed, he is the most beautiful among men. The Letter of Lentulus, claiming to describe the physical appearance of Jesus, first appeared in print around 1460 in Florence, alongside works by influential humanists like Petrarch. Soon after, it spread to Germany, featured in Ludolf the Carthusian's Life of Christ, 1474, and in an introduction to St. Anselm's works, 1491. Although linked with these notable figures, the letter was likely neither authored by Ludolf nor St. Anselm. According to historical accounts, Joanne Colonna of the prominent Colonna family supposedly found the letter in 1421, within an ancient Roman document that had traveled from Constantinople to Rome. Originally believed to be in Greek, the letter was likely translated into Latin by the 13th or 14th century and then influenced by Renaissance humanist style in the 15th and 16th centuries. A striking detail noted by 18th century librarian Christopher Millas describes a version of the letter written in gold on red paper, though this elaborate copy has since disappeared. The letter's popularity is evident, with over 75 versions found in Germany, France, and Italy. Yet despite its widespread presence, the letter's authenticity has been questioned for centuries. The Letter of Lentulus is widely considered apocryphal, mainly because no Roman official governing Judea during Jesus' lifetime was named Lentulus. Furthermore, the style and address to the Roman Senate don't match the formal communication expected from a Roman governor of that time. The name Publius Lentulus, a known Roman consul mentioned in the Deeds of the Divine Augustus, actually held office in 18 BCE, well before Jesus' life, raising further doubts about the letter's origins. The language of the letter also raises questions. Phrases like prophet of truth and sons of men are Hebrew idioms, and the use of Jesus Christ reflects Christian terminology established long after Jesus' death, suggesting the letter may have been shaped by later Christian devotion rather than first-hand observation. In the 19th century, scholar Friedrich Munter speculated that the letter could date back to the 3rd century during Diocletian's reign, but this theory remains debated. The letter's first English translation in 1680 introduced the author as Publius Lentulus, claiming he was a Roman prefect in Judea under Emperor Tiberius. This translation, however, has since been met with skepticism. Legacy and influence on Christian art. Despite doubts about its origins, the Letter of Lentulus has significantly impacted Christian art. Its Renaissance-era depiction of Jesus influenced artists, seen in works like Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper and Michelangelo's Last Judgment. These artists drew from the letter's vivid details, blending human and divine traits in a portrayal that connected with the faithful. Through this letter, artists found inspiration to depict Jesus in ways that deeply resonated with viewers. While its authenticity remains questionable, the letter's influence on how we visualize Jesus is undeniable. Whether a Renaissance creation or an authentic ancient account, the Letter of Lentulus has helped shape Western art and culture's vision of Jesus, making it one of the most enduring pieces of Christian Apocrypha. What do you think about the Letter of Lentulus? Could it hold a kernel of truth, or is it just a fascinating legend that shaped our image of Jesus over the centuries? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.